And hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be taking a look at installing Python on macOS. Now, there's a couple ways you can do it. One way you can do it is by opening up the terminal and then installing it with Homebrew, if you have that installed. That would just be brew install python -tk. That's all you need to do, and it will install it automatically for you. I actually recommend this method, so if you do have Homebrew installed, use this method instead, just because it is simpler. The other method is to install it using Safari by going to python.org, or just googling Python and finding it on Google. However, I like typing python.org. You go to downloads, you go to macOS. Let me just make sure everyone can see the whole browser window. Then here you'll be able to find the releases. Here's the latest Python release. You can just click on that. If it's Python 3.anything, it should be fine. Then just make sure it's not Python 2.anything. It should be Python 3 and then .anything. And you just scroll down. And here you'll get all of the files that you can download. So here we have the macOS 64-bit universal installer. You can just click that. It's for macOS 10.9 and later though. And just say allow. Then once it is done, you can just click on your downloads button, and there it is. You just double tap on that, and you'll find this install Python pop-up. You can just say continue, 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 agree, make sure you read the license, then click on install, give your password. Once Python is installed, it will open up this folder here. We can just minimize that for now. And then here it will say, hey, congratulations, Python is installed. You can just say close. And you can just move the installer to the bin because you've already used it. So just move it to the bin, or you can keep it if you want. Now the next part is let's create a folder. Right here on the desktop is fine. We can call it Python. Inside this folder, we can create a new file, which it seems we can't just click here and do it. Okay, interesting. So here you can open up your text editor of choice. I believe macOS does come with its own text editors. I prefer using either Sublime Text or VS Code. It doesn't matter which you use. I'm going to use VS Code. Now mine automatically opened up in my downloads folder. However, yours may not. But it doesn't matter. All you need to do is go to File, Open Folder. Then you can go to wherever you saved that, or wherever you created that Python folder. In my case, it was on the desktop under Python. And you just say open. And in here, it asks you, can I access your desktop folder? You just say yes, you're allowed to do that. And in here, where it has this trusted mode feature, you just click manage and say trust parent. Then here you go. Now here you'll have a little new file button. You just say main.py. If you're using another text editor, it's fine. Just create a .py file with that text editor. Then here we can just say print hello world. So you should see something like this. Make sure to save your file. If you have this here where there's like a little circle or dot on the file name, the file is not saved. You need to save your file before you run it. So that will be Command S or File Save. Now you have this run button up here to run the Python file. And there you go. It will run it automatically for you. If you don't have that run button, then all you need to do is you need to open up your terminal to wherever your Python file is. So let's open up the terminal. And my Python file is on my desktop folder. So I'll have to go CD for change directory. Directory means folder. Change folder. To desktop. Capitalization is important. And then If you press tab, let's just say allow, it will autocomplete for you. If you have more files, you can just press tab again and it will show all of the files you have in that folder. Otherwise, you can just say something like ls. There you go. It lists all the files. You go to, or all the folders and files. You go to desktop, you say ls. I only have a Python folder on the desktop. I go into Python. And in ls again, there's my main.py. Now I can just say Python. And I can press tab to autocomplete. So tab, autocomplete. And here it gives us all the options of Python we can use if you press tab multiple times. I'm going to do Python 3. And then the file name, which is main.py. So this one right here, you'll also see it right here, main.py. Run that, and there we go, we get hello world. If you get this, you've successfully installed Python, and now you can run Python from about anywhere. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again in the next tutorial.